All right, in this video we're going to look at polynomials. A polynomial is a single term or the sum of two more terms containing variables with whole number exponents. And it's customary to write the terms in order of descending powers of the variable, and this is the standard form. So you'll notice the biggest power comes first and then it goes down until you have an expression, or the last one is just the plain number with no variable. So that's standard form. The degree is the highest exponent. So the degree in this one would be 4. All right, so let's give an example of a monomial. That's just when there's one term. So it could be like this. It could be, and in that case, the degree is 8. A binomial has two terms. So it could be like this, minus 4. And a trinomial has 3 terms, like 2x squared plus x plus 1 or something. Okay, and then the thing that separates terms is addition or subtraction. Okay, so here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 different terms. Here there's one term. That makes a monomial. Here there's 2 different things separated by subtraction. So there's 2 terms. And the degree is 3. Here the degree is 2, and there are 1, 2, 3 terms. Trinomial, and degree of 2 on that one. All right, so we can add and subtract polynomials by combining like terms. So here these are both x squared, so we have 4 of them plus 6 more. That would give us a grand total of 10x squared. And here, before we do that, we need to distribute the 2. So I'm going to copy the 4x squared plus 3, and then it'll be 2 times 7x, so that would be 14x. And then 2 times negative y would be minus 2y, and I'll copy down the minus 5y. And now I can combine like terms. I don't have any other x squared, so I'll do that first. I'm going to write this in descending order, so I'm going to do my 14x next. And then I'll go ahead and combine my y's. Negative 2y minus 5 more y, that would be minus 7y. And then I need the plus 3. All right, so that is done. 4x squared plus 14x minus 7y plus 3. Good. Okay, so here let's go ahead and do this. We're going to distribute our 10, and then on here that's like a little minus 1, and we're going to distribute that as well. 10 times 0.3, that would be 3x. 10 times 3 is 30. And then we'll just change the signs on everything in the second polynomial. So minus 0.2x minus 17. Oops. And then we'll combine like terms. So we'll do my x's first. I just think money, $3 of x's minus 0.2, so minus 20 cents. That would be $2.80, 2.8x. And then 30 minus 17 is 13. So we've got 2.8x plus 13. All right, sometimes we're asked to evaluate a polynomial function. And so here what we're going to do is we're just going to plug the value of 0.5 in every time we meet an x. So we'll just replace that x with 0.5. So it would be 0.2 times x, but now that x has a value of 0.5. And that needs to be squared plus 4 times x, and we'll replace that x with 0.5. Okay, so now we need to use order of operations. All right, and now, so first we need to square that 0.5. 0.5 is 1/2, and when you square that, a half times a half of a half is a quarter. So that'll be 0.25. All right, and then we'll multiply 4 times a half, or 0.5, so that would be a half of 4 is 2. Okay, and now I get to multiply. So we've got 0.2 times 0.25, and that is 0.05 plus 2, so my grand total at the end is 2.05. Good. Okay, let's try this next one. So every time we meet a t, we're going to plug 1.5 in place of t. Okay, and then we need to use it. We'll do our parentheses first. So first we'll add. And 1.5 plus 2.8, that is 4.3. And then we'll get to multiply that by 3. So the final answer here is 12.9. All right, there's one more thing I want to show you, and that is adding and subtracting polynomials. So the big idea is we just add like terms. So anytime I have a cube, I'm going to just add those together. And sometimes people like putting this in as a column. It kind of can help you keep organized. Okay, now let's do our squareds. So I've got plus 6x squared and then minus 11x squared. And then I'll do my x's. So minus 11x, and then we're going to add 7x with those. And finally, we'll do our numbers. So plus 13 and minus 17. Good, and now we can just add columns. Negative 7 x cubed plus 19x cubed, that would be 12x cubed. Now we have 6x squared minus 11x squared, that would be a minus 5x squared. Negative 11x plus 7x, that would be minus 4x. And now 13 minus 17 is minus 4. So that's our final answer. Now it's really similar, except if you're subtracting, what you're going to do first is distribute a negative, just change the sign of everything on the second polynomial. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stack this again because it's just a little easier for me to stay organized. So I'm going to copy that first one. Okay, and now I'm going to distribute the negative, so I change the sign on everything inside that second polynomial. So it'd be minus 19x cubed plus 11x squared minus 7x, and then plus 17. Okay, good. And now I can just add up my columns. So negative 7x cubed minus 19x cubed, that would be negative 26x cubed. And 6x squared plus 11x squared, that would be plus 17x squared. And negative 11x minus 7x is negative 18x. And then 13 plus 17 is 30. Okay, so that's the final answer on that one. All right, quick review. What's the degree? And how many terms? Okay, so degree on this one. Degree, again, remember that is just the biggest exponent, so the degree is 3, and then a term is anything separated by addition or subtraction. So each of these are separate terms. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. And there you go. Okay, so there's polynomials.